and you tell him, I want to speak to my friend in private. So the victim gets out of the vehicle, and then you immediately jump into the driver's seat and drive away. The victim gets hit by the vehicle. State versus Brianna Marie Gonzalez.
A taxi driver helps a young woman with a free ride, but seconds later she jumps into his seat, drives off, and hits him with his own car. Now she stands before the judge begging for mercy.
Todd Lessard for Ms. Gonzalez.
And are you Ms. Gonzalez? We're here today for sentencing. You entered a plea of no contest to the offense of robbery. According to your plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State is silent on your application. There's a restitution amount that is listed as $2,000. However, in the PSI report, it states that they have not been given proof of any restitution, but that's what you all have agreed to. Taking consideration 2025 CC 003927. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report and TAP evaluation?
I have not, Your Honor. But I believe we're silent, so I don't anticipate having much comment on it.
Any objections?
No objection to the PSI, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any witnesses?
No witnesses, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. We have applied for deferred adjudication. This is Ms. Gonzalez's first offense as an adult. She's young. She's just applied for the ability to go back and obtain her high school diploma that's starting on the 18th. She's currently employed. She has a place to stay. This was a very large lapse of judgment, which she understands. She understands the consequences of her actions. And if the court is willing to grant her the deferred adjudication application we've put in, she understands that even one little toe over the line carries with it some very significant consequences. Judge, we'd ask that you please grant our application for deferred adjudication and allow Ms. Gonzalez to prove to this court that she can be a productive, non-offending member of society.
All right, Jonah, raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Brianna Gonzalez.
All right, you need to speak up. So,
Brianna Gonzalez.
all right, so why did you do this?
Your Honor, I made a mistake. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd and
No, let me just tell you, don't do I was hanging around with the wrong crowd, because if that other person were before me, they would say they were hanging around with the wrong crowd. And I would say, who is that? And you know who that would be? You. So why did you do this?
I wasn't thinking right. I was being dumb and ignorant.
Well, this person is supposed to be your friend. Is that not true?
No, Your Honor.
That's what it says in the stipulation, that they knew you. And this person gave you and the other person who you were with, who was your friend, a ride. And then you said, well, you know what? I just want to talk to them with us two alone. And then that person got out of the car so you could speak to them. And then you immediately get out of the car, get in the driver's seat, take off and hit that person with the vehicle. That's what the stips are. So why would you do this to a person who's supposedly your friend?
Arguing at the time, Your Honor.
No, it doesn't say anything about you arguing with him in the steps. What it says was, victim works as a taxi driver, gave his friend, that's you. So since they say friend, I'm assuming that you all have a prior relationship and he considers you a friend. So he gave you a ride and your other friend a ride. So your friend with a taxi driver and you have your friend with you, and he gives you both a ride. And I'm assuming he was doing this out of the kindness of his heart. Did he charge you guys any money?
No, Your Honor.
All right. So he gives you a ride and you go to an apartment complex and you tell him, I want to speak to my friend in private. So the victim gets out of the vehicle and then you immediately jump into the driver's seat and drive away. The victim gets hit by the vehicle that you're driving. And it says the victim had pain on his left knee from the vehicle hitting him. The defendant, that's you, struck the apartment complex gate, tearing off the front bumper to the victim's vehicle. So again, why are you doing this?
Your Honor, I was drinking that day.
I don't understand how drinking makes you do this. Because how did you end up even getting a ride from him? Did you pick up the phone and call him?
No, Your Honor, we were all under the influence at the pool, at the apartment complex, and went to go pick up more alcohol, and that's when I took the car.
No. I mean, there has to be a point where he's giving you a ride.
No,
Where
Your
does that come in?
We left from the apartment complex, Your Honor. It was me, my friend, and Moji. We were there at the apartment complex, and we all took off from the apartment complex, and we all left. He didn't give us a ride. We were all just riding together.
Okay. And then what happens?
I took off in his car,
Why?
Your Honor, because I wanted to leave where we were at, and I wanted to get back home, and we were arguing that same night. We had got into an altercation with my other friend.
That's not what the stips say. The stips say that you told him that you wanted to speak to your friend in private.
No, Your Honor, we didn't speak in private. We were all right there with the windows down.
No, I'm just telling you what the stipulations say. So why do you think I should give you probation and not send you to prison?
Your Honor, I'd like to get my life together and change my ways. I was a troubled teenager for my grandparents. Grew up in the CPS system, and I always ran away. And I feel like me getting myself together would be better and change my ways so I can accomplish my goals and work and continue taking care of my grandparents.
All right. And do you have any children?
No, Your Honor.
Thank goodness. So you said you grew up in CPS?
Yes, Your Honor.
So where are your parents?
I don't talk to my mom or my biological dad, Your Honor.
So you're just living with your grandparents?
Yes, Your Honor.
And who all lives with the grandparents?
It's me and my ex-parents.
All right. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And if you're drug tested today, what would the results be?
Your Honor, I smoked last night.
All right. And did you smoke at your grandparents' house?
No, Your Honor.
Where did you smoke?
Yesterday I went out with friends.
See, you're still making the same choices. And if you're coming to me and you want probation, the least you can do is come clean and sober. And you're not even doing that. So you're still making the same choices that are not good choices. So when you're smoking marijuana, are you going to tell me you were with the wrong people
No, Your Honor.
or hanging out with the bad crowd?
No.
You're part of the bad crowd. And do you have employment?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I work at a range.
What does that mean?
Uh,
What do you do?
I take score of like when they shoot the rifles, and I take care of my grandparents on the side also.
All right. So that taking care of the grandparents, you're not doing a good job. So that's not going to be there. So you say you work on a range. So what are they shooting?
They're shooting like little birds. You push the button and they shoot.
Oh, it's the fake birdie things. And so what is your job?
I sit down and I just, I'm a referee pretty much.
Okay. And does that pay enough to support you?
Yes,
And is that a full-time job?
it's part-time.
All right. So you're going to have to get a full-time job. You understand? And your grandparents, they're letting you stay there. So their rules apply. And if you want me to give you probation in this case, you're going to be on GPS.
Sure.
Is there anything, State, you wish to say? I know you're silent. I don't know if there's something you wish to say with regards to facts.
Your Honor, I know that the defendant had her recitation of the facts and the court is reading the facts from the stips. We don't have any information that the stips are inaccurate. So that's what I'll rest on.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. I also have a dismissal for you.
Oh, this is county court.
no,
You'll have
you're
to
right.
take it there.
Misdemeanor.
Yes.
I forgot about that. Thank you.
No problem. All right. Probation. What conditions do you believe can help her? We are obviously have drug issues, bad decision making.
Evaluation, outpatient, it is recommended along with some support needing the regular random UA. I would also include more recognition therapy.
All right.
I know that she has her, high school diploma.
How far did you go in school?
8th grade, Your Honor.
She's
Why did you-
she's starting her program on the 18th, Judge.
All right. Why did you drop out of school?
I was in CPS. They were taking me from foster home to foster home.
Okay. All right. Do you need any type of therapy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hmm?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So if we can do some sort of trauma therapy, I've done a lot of CPS cases before in my career as a defense attorney, so I know that there are issues. And I know a lot of times children get moved from place to place, and that's a bad thing because you've already been separated from your family, and whether your family is good to you or not, you love them. And then you get moved to a new place, and then a new place, and then a new place. Do you have siblings?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you all separated?
Yes.
And have you had any contact with them?
Just got back in contact with them, Your Honor.
All right. So I don't know how your siblings are doing, but do not bring drama and conflict into their life. You had a bad start in life, and the reason why you've had a bad start is because you've been in CPS care, right?
Yes.
So you're going to have to turn things around and break the cycle. Please do not go out here and start having children until you are able to support yourself and support children. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And do not choose some random guy to be the father of your child. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is there any gang affiliation with you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, probation, this is what I'm going to do. 6 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 45 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, field visits 1 time per month until further notice, intensive outpatient treatment with probation. I'm going to ask that with the UAs, test for levels, those levels had better start going down. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
The MRT, take in consideration 2025 CC 003927, a $2,000 fine that will be probated. There's to be restitution to and no contact with Mojib, Mojib, Rahmani, Rahmani, and the restitution amount is $2,000. Probation, I'm going to ask for 200 hours of community service restitution. 100 of those hours will be waived upon completion of GED or trade school certification. The remaining community service hours you'll need to do. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Probation, do you think we need GPS?
Judge, I don't think it's that.
All right. Is there anything else we need, probation?
No, I just want to know, are you in a position for her to get the principal?
No, because sometimes I would tell you, sometimes I realize some people are not good test takers, right? So what I'm telling you, if you obtain your GED or if you get a trade school certification, I'll deduct 100 hours of your community service restitution. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And then probation, if possible, some type of trauma therapy for her, please, to address CPS issues. All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Everybody, I can guarantee you, your attorney has probably had bad things happen to him. Nobody has had a great life where they've just gone through and their life has been perfect. But you can overcome it, but you're going to have to fight to overcome it. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And at some point in time, the fact that you were in CPS care, the fact that your parents didn't do what they needed to do, at some point in time, your choices become your own. And what I can tell you in this court, since you're on probation, at this point, you can put it on a calendar. Any choices you make, those are going to be your own choices. It's not going to be my parent did this or my parent did that. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
In this court, to be successful on probation, communication is key. If you have an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel they're not addressing it, you can come back to court, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
And here's my advice to you. I have no problem with tattoos, right? But if you want people to look at you and want to read your book for employment, you're going to have to stop with the face tattoos and stop with the piercing of the face. And let me just tell you why. Because if you come in for a job, some people are not going to take the time to look beyond this, right? They're just going to say, I don't think that person would be good. And they're going to move on to the next person. And you don't want that. You want people to get to know you and then say, yeah, this person is going to.
Thank you for watching this episode of The Judge Eye. Every case tells a story, and we bring those stories to you. Hit that subscribe button and join us for the next real courtroom moment.